14 signs. Now is the right time to cut off your friendship. You need to watch the video until the finish to get to clear thought. Number 1, unequal relationship. Assuming you end up seeing someone is completely lopsided in the blessing of your accomplice, then you are not seeing someone. You are in an autocracy. Our solid relationship is adjusted and the two accomplices play off one another, each adding to the next at various times. There might be a period where you really want to assist your accomplice and some other time where they were expecting to help you. Assuming you are dealing with them like sovereignty while they leave you feeling like a useless worker, then it's the ideal opportunity for you to get moving. It very well might be difficult for you to leave when you feel less appreciated, yet that in itself ought to be sufficient to go out and get somebody who will see the value in you more. Number 2, you don't need exactly the same things in your fates. It is positively conceivable to be infatuated in the present time and place. Furthermore, that is something brilliant. Notwithstanding, it is critical to have the option to discuss what you and your life partner need in the following couple of years. Where would you like to settle? Do you need kids? Is it safe to say that you are a similar religion? What's more, in the event that not, do you give it a second thought? Assuming you observe that you have contradicting non-negotiables that neither of you will think twice about now, is the ideal time to have a genuine discussion about whether a prosperous future is practical. Number 3, you possibly convey when vital. We as a whole realize that correspondence is the underpinning of serious areas of strength for any. At the point when you convey transparently, truly, and obviously you become nearer to the individual you love. You can talk through the issues that separation couples. Assuming the correspondence is a progression of single-word rare and just when essential, it very well might be an indication that the relationship is reaching a conclusion you can attempt to get through. However, if it seems like your affection would rather not do likewise, you might have to become genuine about your future together. Number 4, you feel cherished and upheld just when you are blissful. A large number of us feel adored and upheld in our connections while we're feeling cheerful, certain, and agreeable. However, what happens while we're having a low day, when we're focused on working? What happens when we lose somebody we love, get laid off working, or get a determination that flips around our reality? At the point when we feel forced to keep a specific profound balance around our accomplices, we breed optional feelings, responsibility, disgrace, and tension for encountering something besides joy and quiet. Unavoidably, life will toss a greater number of things than just joy and quiet your direction. So it's significant has a solid sense of security, feeling those less agreeable feelings within the sight of your accomplice. Number 5, you effectively succumb to others. At the point when all of you love serious areas of strength for is. You just see and need to be with the individual you love. Indeed, there are numerous delightful individuals on the planet and you look, yet it's not looks of desire. You could never sell out the individual who blows your mind. Whenever you think of yourself as looking excessively lengthy, or it appears as though you're succumbing to others, it very well might be a sign solid love doesn't pass on space to comfortable fall. Number 6, your relationship is adversely influencing your life. Do you wind up being less useful working? Are your kinships and family connections enduring? Is your sweetheart or sweetheart at the foundation of these issues? Our relationship should develop you, not drag you down. You shouldn't look for a decent job or fellowships, enduring obligation, or buddy. Ask yourself what is more significant, how you need to carry on with your life or how another person advises you to live it. Whenever we are kids, we could do without to be determined what to do by our folks. It ought to be as similar when you are in a grown-up relationship. No accomplice ought not be controlling you. Furthermore, the manner in which you feel about your life ought not be adversely impacted by your accomplice. Help yourself what kind to remember relationship you need to be in and inquire as to whether you are truly experiencing that. Try not to allow your work to endure in light of the mindset you feel. Cynicism takes care of greater antagonism. You need to figure out how to haul yourself out. Also, that might be by beginning new without a junkie accomplice. Number 7, an absence of regard, shared regard for one another. Evil despite conflicts is important to keep the lines of correspondence open and for the two players to have a good sense of reassurance, secure, and cherished. Assuming that regard is missing and a consistent sensation of his being enduring an onslaught, it very well may be an ideal opportunity to throw in the towel. This can come in many structures, yet for this situation, I am alluding to somebody abusing their accomplice through steady boisterous attack, mind games, and debasement. Assuming you're seeing someone your accomplice is the sort to put you down, speak condescendingly to you and embarrass you for giggling. Then now is the ideal time to reevaluate your relationship. Number 8, you are playing with another person. A few of us are normally coy individuals, and it truly amounts to nothing. It is basically a talk or an approach to articulating one's thoughts. Nonetheless, assuming you find that you are being a tease and this is abnormal, inquire as to whether you were deficient with regards to consideration in your relationship. Is your individual causing you to feel extraordinary, or would you say you are searching for consideration from others to make up for a shortfall and have a legitimate discussion with yourself and afterward with your accomplice? In the event that you can't be caused to feel exceptional, then, at that point, it very well may be an ideal opportunity to change your status. Number 9, controlling way of behaving. Individuals with shaky characters don't necessarily in every case go up against their accomplice. Rather, they use hostility and inconspicuous controlling way of behaving to maneuver you toward accepting their correct and your wrong. Also, previously, you'd feel lost and isolated, in light of the fact that you would lose every one of your companions and transform into your accomplice and slave. Number 10, you have little to no faith in your accomplice. Connections ought to be constructed and trust. So assuming you are in any event, assuming that you trust your accomplice. The new most likely don't. When we have zero faith in individuals, we can become shaky and at last make ourselves insane, making real factors to us that might be valid. Nobody needs or has the right to spend their days consumed with inquiries concerning what their accomplice is doing. Not believing your accomplice will absolutely make you drive yourself into a fit and will influence different aspects of your life. You should be in a legit and open relationship. Ensure you're finding the solutions you want. Number 11, cheating, except if you have a consent to be in an open relationship. Cheating is unsatisfactory. It is feasible to pardon somebody for cheating and continue on. Normally, assuming the circumstance was very intricate and the two players added to it, absolution might work provided that the two players will roll out the important improvements and put the previous behind them. It will not be simple, however it is conceivable. In any case, assuming that the individual is a constant con artist who simply needs to have it both ways, no matter what your sentiments, then, at that point, now is the right time to leave and have some regard for yourself. Number 12, you regard yourself as flying, making substitute real factors to veil the one you're in isn't okay. You ought to be glad, certain, and adequately secure to carry on within the existence you are in. You shouldn't need to make up lies and make a veneer. On the off chance that you've seen yourself flying every now and again about your relationship or your accomplice, wonder why you are doing so. Perhaps you are inadequate with regards to some energy, or maybe you are concealing your misery. Be straightforward with yourself. And afterward, be straightforward with your accomplice. Recollect as well, the person shouldn't need you lying by the same token. Number 13, you continually say when X occurs, all will be great. Expecting that when you purchase a house, have a child, get ready for marriage, or anything significant occasion you're sitting tight for will improve your relationship. It's false. Significant life occasions cause pressure. You want your relationship to be solid and open. Before you venture into a significant occasion, huge changes can cause all that to look more appealing. They can likewise make life a lot harder. We have no control over tomorrow, however we have some control over today. So take a gander at the present time and place, and don't accept that an obscure future is the arrangement. Number 14, you've become separated. This happens frequently after some time. Individuals just normally start float separated, interests change, objectives change, and individuals start to need to follow an alternate way throughout everyday life. In the event that you are beginning to have this impression towards your relationship, you should come clean with your accomplice. It is uncalled for to continue to drag yourself and your accomplice along on the grounds that you are hesitant to make somebody feel horrible. Individuals' sentiments will constantly get injured, and it's their concern, not yours. On the off chance that they can't acknowledge reality, you should be genuine with yourself and termination the friendship. If not, you will fabricate disdain toward your accomplice since you don't have it in yourself to make the best choice. On the off chance that you are feeling remorseful in light of the fact that you don't feel the equivalent any longer, then that is one more sign that now is the ideal time to go. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumb up and share with your friend. Thank you for watching.